Over the last decade, church membership in the Connecticut Conference has dropped by 20%. In the last decade. Worship attendance has declined by 17%. The number of new members added per year has dropped by 40%.
We fall back on those 7 last words. We've never done it like that before.
We have to stop misfiling the past into the future. And we in Connecticut are superb at doing that.
My name is Trimble, and I'm here to recruit you. Connecticut Conference, the United Church of Christ needs your help. Imagine if our churches were born pregnant. From the very beginning, from its outset, the intention was that you create a ministry that then goes on to multiply, impact in other places. This is your reality. If you do nothing, if you don't plant a single church, start a single church in Connecticut, you can anticipate a 3% decline, which is the standard decline rate. And so you can see what that will look like in 2050, the declining line there. Wow. Now, if you were to just start growing at 1%, what would happen?
Emerging churches have a clear vision of the community's future, and they can articulate it succinctly.
So tell me, in 150 characters or less, why are you Christian?
We're not talking here about institutions. We're talking about communities of practice, communities of faith, communities of sharing, communities of mission. The emerging church is focused heavily on creating and transforming disciples. The emerging church understands stewardship not as an act of giving, but as an expression of gratitude, as a very extension of oneself. Now, hospitality is not just welcoming someone to your home. It's making it their home. It doesn't just use technology. Technology is in its ethos. And it cannot exist without it. A leader in the church is not one who fills the nominating slots of the annual meeting, although leaders can be found there. Leaders are those who are given the freedom and equipped to use the gifts God has given to them for the mission and purpose of the church. This leadership draws on the ability to form networks, to build relationships, and to embody the vision of the community in the life of the wider world. The values of the United Church of Christ, in my opinion, are the values perfectly aligned with where the church needs to be. The values of continuing revelation, God is still speaking. The value of radical welcome no matter where you are on life's journey. The value that we are in the changing lives business are the very values that the world is looking for. Almost every book and poll on the subject indicates that people under 40 are aligned with us almost completely.
Imagine if you could tell me why you're Christian in such a way that it would make me want to transform my life. Why are you Christian? Why are you a member of the United Church of Christ? Those are the things we need to be multiplying.
We are what the seekers are seeking.
Churches must birth churches, and the conference plays a critical and supportive role in that process. The Connecticut Conference has been a conference engaged in multiplication for many, many, many years. And look at the national impact that you have had. Every one of those dots is some mission, church, ministry that has originated Conference. You are a conference that knows how to do this. It is time to stand up and to get moving. If you have ever had the urge or impulse to start a church and you'd like to be assessed in that process, I'm here to recruit you. If you have business experience, you've started a business, you've started anything, and you can serve as a coach or maybe start a church, I'm here to recruit you. If you have any kind of special skills, web design, videography, graphic design, anything that you'd be willing to donate to help us start churches, I'm here to recruit you. If you're bilingual and you can help us get churches going that are multicultural, multiracial, then I'm here to recruit you. My name is Trimble. I'm here to recruit you, Connecticut Conference. We need your help.
Go now and be God's people. Go now and be Christ's ministers. Go now and be the United Church of Christ. Be those vessels of healing and peace. Be those centers of vital outreach. Be the Church of Jesus Christ this day and evermore, for God is leading us into a new time. Thanks be to God. Amen.